Action Trackadees. There's a big weekend this weekend. There's the races tonight and Demo Derby tomorrow.
Center of the infield. Karatorman 2x2, nice and easy, and gives it the gas at the line, and it's the green flag for the first time tonight at Seekonk Speedway. The field goes down into turn one nice and smooth. The zero gets shifted way up high, loses a position or two, and drops it back down outside of Peter Fernandez. Again, the zero looks way up high, and a little bit of bump and grind in the back. Everybody gets it straightened out. The 65 car, it's completely sideways, manages to keep it going, loses a few positions. Meanwhile, Jeff Waterman in that number 120 and David Radcliffe in that 84 are passing cars 2 and 3 cars at a lap. Keep an eye on that Jeff Waterman. The diamond color number 120 now moves to the bottom of Karatorman, looking to take over that 4th spot. He dives deep into turn 3, gets up alongside of her, has to back out of it and avoid contact, but at the line it's a side-by-side battle for that position. And the number 86 of Mike Camaro showing the field the way down the backstretch at the halfway point. He is in the lead. That's Mike Camaro in the 86. Jeff Warner is on a rampage. Started way in the rear in the 4th position. Now zeroing in on the number 0, Frank Eisner Jr. Wants that 3rd position. Let's see if he can get it. Dave Radcliffe gained a couple of positions, got shifted up high and shifted out, lost two positions. And Peter Fernandez in the number 26, Peter Fernandez suddenly loses power. And on the backstretch, we have the 60 of Tim Augustus smoking heavily. The 0 also coming to a halt in turns 3 and 4, and it will be 2 to go. Let's see if the 60 can make it to the pits. And he does. He makes it into the pits. It will be 1 to go this time around for the number 86 of Mike Camaro. Just a half a lap to go, and Mike Camaro will come down under the checkers.
I think the fire truck better get ready over there. Looks like Tim may have. Now, I guess it's all right now. You're ready to push that 60 out right away. Okay, that's it. Bring the fire truck along. Parts Quality Defense Consumers. Chris McGee from Edgartown, the tow truck operator, car number 24. Russell Bryant Jr., Rusty's from Weymouth in the 08 automobile. Brian Tree and Landscaping. Richie Wisher from Warwick. The
Brought home in a basket case for 3 weeks in a row. She's got to have one of the hardest working pit crews in the business, as you can hardly tell it's even been touched. And here it is on the pole here, qualifying round number 2. Wait to get the last heat. We're going to get the last couple of cars out. And here we go. It's qualifying around number 2, and it's the green flag. And the number 6 of Speedway jumps right out for the early lead and down into turn 1. Nancy Sherman drops back to 3rd. The 36 of Jeff Sutcliffe easily jumps into that 2nd position. It's a heavy battle for that 3rd position right now. Nancy Sherman hanging on. Slowly but surely, the bottom crew's going by, so she's going to have to get shifted down to the bottom. The 2nd crew is not the fast way for Nancy tonight. The 43 of Joe Cadero gets underneath the 67. Now he's working over the number 24 of Chris McGee. Easily works the bottom of the 24, and Joe Cadero takes another position. Kind of bounces a little bit off the 24, but no harm done, and he takes over that 4th position. The 08 looking for that 2nd position underneath a plowing number 36. It's way, way up high, loses 2 spots. And Bobby Betancourt in the 21 and Roger Sisson just had a slight meeting here coming out of turn 4. Looks like they're going to be able to continue. 3 wides, the story in the back. 3 wide, and Bobby Betancourt looks to the bottom. Takes that position over. Nancy Sherman getting shifted to the rear, and a contact is made in turn 3.
Nancy again.
Nancy Sherman makes contact with the 12 and brings him around.
He's out.
Is a sitting duck, and it will have to be a caution flag.
Wisher.
The number 12, Richard Wisher out of Warwick, Rhode Island, finds himself in a precarious spot. He's going to have to get his automobile cranked back up. It looks like there could be some damage on that automobile.
I think it's right for his left.
Russell Bryant Jr. Ron Manfredo pulls him down, throws the green, and it's like a repeat. The number 6 jumps right out. I think the 08 missed the shift. He couldn't keep up. He drops back 3 spots. Ed Plant at the bottom. 21%. Ed Plant.
Betancourt's blown a tire.
Bobby Betancourt blown a right rear tire, and that number 21, he'll have to be headed to the pits. A right rear tire is blown on that number 21. He'll have to go to the pits to get it changed. The crew will have to do some feverish work on that automobile to see if they can get Bobby back out. Bobby is a feature winner here already this year.
I don't think we're going to wait for him. Oh, we got Debris.
The first one he was disqualified. The second one he passed. Number 53. And right now, once again, getting the jump is Steve Blake's that number 6. He leads the field down into turn 1. The 08 of Russell Bryant working that back bumper, looking for an opportunity to get around. The 71 of Jerry Degas Sparry working that outside groove up alongside of Ed Plant. Ed Plant gets it a little sideways. Jerry Degas tail also gets it sideways. Both manage to keep her going down into turn one. 3 wides the story in the back as Lou Rotundo and Roger Sisson make a little contact. Roger Sisson, being the gentleman that he is, backs out, lets Lou go, and it'll be 1 to go this time. 1 to go for Steve Place. Top 12 to qualify. Scott Saradensky in that 53 wants to take over that 23. He's the final qualifier, I believe, and under the checkers is Somerset resident Steve Place. That auto salvage. B&G Racing, the showroom touch automobile. That is a 79 Trans Am.
We're going to have Demolition Derby. We're going to have figure 8 racing, spectator drags, fantastic fireworks. It all begins at 5 o'clock. Larry Westgate is new driver for the car number 17. He'll be on the pole, Larry Westgate. And Norwood Wells contractor, Larry's Trucking, Van Roy Oil. Car number 33 is Sean Sylvia from East Taunton. It's Al Toucan's automobile. Tony Olszewski is driving next, the Tiverton, Rhode Island contractor, in car number 7, TAD Construction. Tom Jackman from Warwick in car number 74, the T&M Exterior sponsored automobile. Rich Napier from Rehoboth in the 9 car. Rick Carter in car number 3 from Canton, and Gary Johnston Jr. from East Providence in the 25, and the green is out. As Larry Westgate in that white number 17 with Tony Olszewski trying to catch up in there. Tony Olszewski, Eddie Gannon in the 8. Eddie Gannon in the 8 moves to the outside of Olszewski. Gannon moves to the outside of Olszewski. They try to get underneath the 17 of Larry Westgate. As that 76 of Rich Napier right up in there. Olszewski and Westgate still side by side. Rich Napier right behind Olszewski. Olszewski takes over the lead. Napier comes in for second. Ed Gannon decides to follow Napier through in the 8 car as Napier's throwing the 76 around a little side saddle. Dave Titus in the 68. Holding down to that 5th spot at the halfway mark. Remember, 6 and 6 to qualify. Your leader is Tony Olszewski. Tony's got that number 7 really motivating tonight as he's putting some distance between him and Napier. Up around the outside goes Eddie Gannon around the outside of Napier. The rest of the field finding it hard to get by. Larry Olney in the 47 car and Pete Roeder in the 41 are holding down that whole outside. They are not giving up as the 98 of Scott Fanning with 2 laps to go looks for a way underneath the 33 car. Fanning trying to get under the 33 and they leave Larry out there hanging. Larry only gets hung out to dry on that one, and look at this 3 deep in the backstretch. Into the turns, Matt Dewey down the inside. Dewey down the inside, Roeder down the outside. Whoa, it got a little bit tight there. With a half a lap to go. Half a lap to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 and 34 racing for the last spot. They're racing for it, or is it is the last spot?
They're racing for it.
No. Too late now. All right. Larry, Tony Asta gets a qualifying spot for one of the 2 features coming up at the end. Why don't you do the names here? Very quick.
Okay, this is the way they're slated to begin on qualifying round. The number 4 tonight for the street stocks on the pole out of Taunton, Mass. will be the number 80 of Scott LaBelle. Front row, outside, you'll find the number 06 of West Warwick, Rhode Island resident Richard Sprague Jr. Second row, inside, number 62 of Acushnet, Mass. Russ Tatro Jr. And outside Russ in the 4th position, you'll find South Attleboro, Mass. resident number 38, Keith Morrow. Third row, the field gets the green, get under power on the 4th turn, and at the line it is the number 80 showing the way. Russ Tatro right up alongside. It is a 2x2 battle down the backstretch for that top spot. The 38 and the 00 of Gene Weston just waiting for someone to make a mistake. They want to stick their nose in, just like that. Russ Cantwell is shifted up high, and Gene Weston shoves his nose right in there, and some contact is made between the 00 and the 2. The 0 finds himself almost a complete 360 with the front bumper off of the number 2. The number 2 of John Sylvia will have to go. Oh,
junk in the backstretch.
He lost the bumper on the backstretch. And it will be a caution. Debris on the backstretch. Let's hope everybody sees it. Oh, and the 62 hits it. And the 66 hits it. Let's see if either automobile has a flat tire as they come by. It doesn't appear so. Thank God they managed to keep the air in their tires. They'll be able to keep going. Meanwhile, the track crew has to go over, clear off the debris before we can get started. 2 laps. It's a side-by-side battle for that top spot. Let's see as the 63 of Scott Sundin looks to make it 3 wide, wisely backs out. The 66 working that outside groove, outside number 2, takes that position, shifts it just up a little high, but doesn't seem to lose any ground. It is a black flag for what I believe to be the number 2. He has some sort of smoke coming out of that automobile. He saw the black flag, is now up out of the racing groove, and will be headed to the pits. At the halfway point, though, the front is having a battle. It's unbelievable. The number 80 of Scott LaBelle just lost the lead. Has the 19 and the 81 slipped by. Now the 38 looking to the bottom of the 8, wants that 3rd position. Scott Sundin started in 10th and is now ready to take over that 5th spot. Scott Sundin is at 63, putting in a fantastic run. And there they go, 3 wide. Scott Sundin looks, just doesn't have the horsepower to work it up in that top groove though. 2 to go. 2 to go for the number 19 of Rob Rotundo. The 81 of James Lawrence feverishly working that back bumper. Looks to the high side, looks to the bottom, cannot get it done. The 19 outpowers him out of turn 2. And at the line, it's still the 19. James Lawrence wants this win. It's just a matter of pride. That final qualifying position, the battle is in the back. They've got that 05, I believe, has to get by that 31. That's the final qualifying spot. But meanwhile, Cranston, Rhode Island resident, Rob Rotundo and his number 19, 81 Firebird, takes the win here tonight in the 4th qualifying round of the Street Stars.
In 4th spot, it's Herb Wright from Brockton. In the Jimmy Bell Competitive Auto and Sinker Rated Disposal is H.A. Wright Electric Car number 48 automobile, the white number 48. Glenn Lott from West. Doug Moreau gets a little bit of a jump on the 80 of Guy Workman. As the 48 Herb Wright has got that white number 48 really motivating. 2 Wright cars in this heat. As Doug Moreau, the Sonnet car number 19. He's being challenged by the Herb Wright. Ron Reed's 89, the W.E. Prey 89. Staying right behind Guy Workman. As Glenn Lawton in the 70, look out, the 32 is having problems and heading for the pits. Billy Goodrow not having a good night as Billy heads for the pits. Doug Moreau still has the lead. It's Doug Moreau. Now the 48 of Herb Wright is in front of Workman. Single file as they're really turning up a storm out there. The 8 of Chad Chase wants to get up in there, but he's not having much luck getting by the 89 of Ron Reed. As they go in deep, the 8 goes to the outside at the halfway mark. Down the inside goes Guy Workman. Still all bunched up as they're trying to break out. Here's Chad Chase now alongside of Ron Reed. Following him right up in through is the 08 of Rob Murray. Can you tell me?
6 qualified.
Oh. Up to the outside goes the 48, Herb Wright. This is not out there to make it rain. I don't push that. This is a lot of gas. Doug Moreau trying to hold down that lead as Herb Wright is really through the turns, and it's costing them every lap, as he cannot get that 48 to stay down in tight and get ahead. Moreau takes advantage of it every time. Coming out of the turns with 2 laps to go. Wright appears to be settling it down, but Moreau is staying with him, as Chad Chase is staying with Moreau. Down the backstretch now, Herb Wright likes, whoa, he got it really sideways that time. He's really got it sideways, and he can't hold on to it. He can't hold on to it. You can see it coming for the last 3 or 4 laps, as he couldn't keep that automobile down in there. This gives Chad Chase a chance to go, and whoa, he tangles with the 70 that time, the 48. And Chad Chase wins himself a heat, with Murray finishing right alongside of Monroe. Well,
in the pole, brought to us from York Landscaping, Tay-Dog Racing from Hanson, the number 77 of Dana Willis. Looking for that line, we've got the green flag drops, ladies and gentlemen. We're underway for our second sports meet. Oh, we just lost a car. And we're under yellow, the 53. We lost the 53 car. Who is 53? I don't have my name.
Steve Taylor.
That's Steve Taylor in the 53 car. Limping along. We're underway, ladies and gentlemen. We've got green for our second sports meet. Scully really taking the advantage, looking for clean air. He's underway. Linwood Cowan in the 56 car trying to get around the outside. 77 losing a little bit of body parts there on the right rear. Dana Willis has got a little bit of some body damage. I think it's a little bumped out. Tremendous moves, and Cowan in 9. Cowan just bumps into the rear of the 9 car as the 9 just slips around. Paul Vanessa doing some tremendous driving.
we had it happen before, 5 years ago.
But Tom Scully, he's clearly got the lead, looking at about a half-second lead. Wide open for Scully. At 56, and Linwood Cowan gets a warning for a little bit of rough riding there.
Well, the guys registered.
They're running hot and mighty this 4th of July weekend at Seekonk Speedway. No one is challenging Scully in that number 7 car. The 96 car gets very, very loose. Robert Clark really getting loose coming out of turn 1. And again, Cowan in the 56 car really running hard, trying to get his way up into that number 3 spot as we approach our halfway mark. He can't do it though. Vanessa's hanging on in that 9 car. It's Cowan. You can see the damage on that right front quarter from his little bump and grind with the Paul Vanessa car. And around the outside, challenging Finesse. He's trying to take that 3rd position in the 42 car of Bobby Leclerc. And we lose Taylor again. Steve Taylor down into the infield. Top 6 will qualify in this heat. Scully now being challenged, and again, Cowan gets a warning. The 56 car, Linwood Cowan gets a warning. Scully being challenged on the outside now as they go neck and neck into the straightaway. That's the 42 car. Bobby Leclerc really running hard. Scully trying to hang on to everything he's got. Leclerc going high into turn 3, going to drop down on the apex as we approach 2 laps. 2 laps remaining in our sportsman heat. He's moving. Can he do it? Bobby Leclerc running hard as we get down to 1 lap. The white flag. Neck and neck. Drag racing down the main straightaway. It's Scully. It's Leclerc. Here they come, looking for the checker. And it's a nose ahead. Yes, the number 42 car, Bobby Leclerc on a Taunton, takes it by a nose over Tom Scully.
That's going to be an interesting consi, as Scott Estrella, 3rd in points, will be going in the consolation event. And this one here, Ray Alexander in car number 4 from Barrington. Can we open the door to see if I'm up? With car number 95, Bill Manchester Jr. from Westport. Very soft. Soft. looking for the green and ready to go, and yes, we're racing. Oh, we got the Manchester car doesn't get started, and that takes, we go back to a yellow automobile, yellow, 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 as the 28 car of Todd Henshaw gets into trouble behind Manchester. And yes, we get a green this time, and everybody gets underway. As the Bo Brothers number 4 Ray Alexander gets going. 95 Billy Manchester, the 99 of Glenn Young, with the 33 outside. Bo Brothers in the 4. It's the Bo Brothers of Ray Alexander. Bill Manchester in that 95 has got it down on the inside. They've evidently solved that problem with jumping up and down. There goes the 99 of Young. Is Young coming out of the turn with a lot of movement coming out of that turn. Young just powered out of the hole. A lot of engine there if he can get it through the corners. Ray Alexander has the lead. Glenn Young running in second spot. Billy Manchester is third. 28. Black flag going out for the 10 as Dave Sylvia throwing a little bit of oil. As Ray Alexander is gaining quite a bit on everyone else, Glenn Young in the 99 has that second spot with Billy Manchester running in third. And there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on at the back of the pack as the boys are finding Henshaw and Joe Perry Jr.
Jim, Alexander's got a 1.85 second lead over the rest of the pack. He's turning laps of 85.23 miles per hour.
Wow.
That's not bad for a sportsman heat as they're qualifying. Evidently Alexander wants to make sure that he has got everything running right, running his way for the feature event, because there is absolutely no need to be running at that speed now and burning up the tires.
Got a little sideways there. I'm not sure why he's running so hot right now.
Well, he's more or less giving it a chance to make sure that he's got it. They may be working on that car and trying to solve a problem. They want to get just as fast as it can. Remember, it's one thing to lead a heat, it's another thing to lead a feature, and that's what he's going to try to do when he gets out there.
That's a good point, Jim. I agree. These guys work hard all week long on these cars.
Manchester was having trouble with the 95 in warm-ups, and obviously he's got a lot of that problem straightened out. Because right at that point the car would jump. Well, it's still doing a little jumping right now. Coming out of the turn, right there is where it jumps. And it's all over as the Ray Alexander car finishes.
Okay, thanks.
Rick Tonetti to the base of the tower, excuse me. Rick Tonetti to the base of the tower, Rick Tonetti.
Ron Connell's going to take our first heat of the Pro Stocks here.
Don't say the states, okay? We know whether the passengers or not. Okay. It's a waste of time, okay?
Qualifying around number 1 for the exotic, exciting Pro Stocks here at Seekonk Speedway. And on the pole out of South Attleboro will be the number 04 for Ron Nordbeck. Outside first row will be Rick Hannato in his number 20. Lenny Ellis up alongside in his beautifully painted number 41. And it is a green for the Pro Stocks tonight, and down into turn 1 they go, and it is a battle, an instant battle for the lead. Lenny Ellis working that outside groove. Rick Hannato working the bottom. So far they seem to be equal. Out of turn 4, Ellis drifts a little high, and it is Hannato for the leader of the first lap. Ray Lee, veteran competitor, Ray Lee just sits back, watches, waiting just to see if he can stick his nose in anywhere. If Hannato makes a mistake, Ray Lee's going to be right there. It will be 6 to qualify. The bubble qualifying spot right now is between Bruce Comer-Taylor in the 3 and Wayne Dion in the 99. Keep an eye on these two, as that is the final qualifying spot. And the 04, Ron Nordbeck, as suspected, has some sort of a mechanical problem, and he heads pit side. A torrid battle for the win here. Let's see who can get it. Who can get to the line first under the checkers? It's still side by side. Lenny Ellis working that outside groove. Rick Hanito working that bottom groove nice and smooth. Everybody's doing a fine job. And it's still Rick Hanito at the line by a half a car.
You know, Ron, keep an eye on 99 there, Wayne Dion. You know, he's taking it easy. He's in a qualifying position right now, coming into this week with 324 points in this weekend. The leader so far.
Wayne is certainly a capable driver, as he is a former Pro Stock champion here, I believe back in 1983. Gomer Taylor gets shifted to the rear as the 99 works that bottom. That's the final qualifying spot. It is a battle here to try to make this feature event. The 99 and the 3 battling it out for that final spot.
Well, Gomer Taylor's running tremendously. He's been very, very aggressive this season. And he's really got that car tweaked to perfection.
Bruce certainly looks fast. All it's going to take is a little bit of a mistake for them competitors up front. You're going to find that number 3 stuck in that hole. What a beautiful display of driving, side by side, lap after lap, no contact. The Lenny Ellis machine, the 41, masterfully works that outside groove. Here comes Ray Lee underneath Ellis, down into the first turn. And again, Ellis takes another half a car, but can he get it this time? Up in the outside groove, takes him in a little deeper. It's side by side at the line this time, and again, it's Rick Hanito in that Junior's Auto Supply number 24.
This is tremendous driving, Ron. Now, it'll be interesting to see if the 99 car of Dion ends up in the consolation. Kind of unusual. We'll see if he's just taking it easy. They're running right now 13.48.
Unbelievable display of driving here tonight, folks. This is fantastic. This is racing at its best. Rick Hanito gets out in front. He's a solo man now. He's out in front. The 24 of Rick Hanito. One more lap down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. And at the line it will be Rick Hanito out of Somerset in the Junior's Auto Supply, Joe's Family Restaurant. Sportsman's, and since he's moved up to the Pro Stocks here, he's really had a hard time getting the automobile up to speed. Tonight, though, however, he held up many, many veterans and took down the win, qualifying round number 1.
Rick came into the points race this weekend in 19th place. He's got himself 124 points.
Second heat. No, second heat.
We've got the 94 HJY New England Tech car of Rick Martin right there. Number 87 car of Mike Cavallero. We've got the green flag. The green flag is brought on Pro Stock second heat here at Seekonk Speedway. We'll see how they run as the 40 car of John Tripp moves out ahead. Still early though, early in the heat. Tripp is really running hard, very, very smoothly. As a matter of fact, the entire field has been running very smoothly this evening. It's going to make for a tremendous, tremendous 35-lap
Watch that number 87, Pete. He seems to have some sort of a handling problem. He boots on the gas, gets her sideways, and he seems to be losing approximately a car per lap.
That's a 92 modified that Mike Cavallero.
Eddie St. Angelo tapping the back bumper of the 37, just letting you know I'm there, Ed says. I'm just letting you know I'm there.
Absolutely. Tripp with the 40 car moving way out ahead. He's got himself about a 1.5 second lead right now over the rest of the field. 94 car, Rick Martin trying to move up, but can't quite close the gap. Here's Estelle in the 48 hanging on to that position. 94 car, Rick Martin right now in the last qualifying spot in our second heat.
It looks like Bobby Tripp has better ideas, Pete. He gets up alongside Rick Martin, drives down into 3 and gets that position. And at the line, it is a dead heat.
Zero. Rich Capargo fighting it out right now in that second position, hanging it on as the number 12 car, St. Angelo, moving over the pack, and we got our halfway point. St. Angelo really moving hard now. Of course, St. Angelo part of the team there Anarumo.
That automobile started in 7th. Pete just took over that 2nd position down the backstretch.
It really is amazing. They really have it happening this year. Vinny Anarumo and St. Angelo, 11-12 cars. It is the 88 car. Bobby Tripp trying to make his way up through the pack. And the 17 drops back. 17 if Steve Gustafson's got a problem. We'll try to find out what it is.
This keeps going the way it's going. You're going to find Radical Rick Martin in the consolation. He cannot find his way around that 23 of Steve Channing.
Channing is really hanging on. He's really driving well. Channing is holding him off as the 94 car. Martin tries to take the 8 to a 10, and the 17 of Gustafson just did it.
Martin looks to the bottom underneath Channing, but Channing gets up alongside of the 31, the 37, excuse me, and at the line, Steve Channing is right up alongside of that 37. That's the final qualifying spot, 37.
2 laps to go.
Radical Rick getting desperate, looking to the bottom, looking to the top. Any way around he can find, he's going to look to the bottom.
He's trying to get around South Pedro now from Masonic. As we reach 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go on our pro stop. 2nd heat here at Seekonk Speedway. Rick Martin fighting it out, trying to get up into side. That's 6th position. Channing is holding on. We've got our checker flag, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Your top 6. It looks like Channing rounded it off.
He's going to make it into the consolation event. That is a fantastic competition.
And we've got a birthday. Paul Hanley of the number 37 crew. It's his birthday. He shares it with former White House Chief of Staff John Sununu and one of Jim Power's favorite ladies, Imelda Marcus, 65. If it's your birthday, happy birthday from all of us here at Seekonk Speedway.
She's the shoe lady.
The shoe lady is right.
Jim's favorite lady is Wendy's.
Also, Sandy Gustafson's favorite guy is having a birthday this week. Steve Gustafson. So we have to be careful. We could say Steve is 45, but that makes, you know, Sandy was just a child bride. George Rigo from North Dartmouth's on the pole in that number 64 automobile. Streetcars Limited, W.S. Shepherd, and Almack's Diner of Fall River. By the way, Almack's Diner of Fall River. Looking for the green. She wanted me to say it was on the 17 as well. My father's got. Green is out is the Boston Chicken automobile of Tony Dias. Gets out on the outside, gets around the 64. Looking to close the door, and he does. He does. He closes it up. Tony Dias takes over the lead. George Rigo. Randy Burr coming along behind him in that 44 car, gets around underneath Dave Blanchard. Andy Johnson, the Propane Plus car, being challenged by the 5 car of Jimmy Wilkins. Bob Stockel not doing well on the 66 tonight. As Tony Dias really motivating around. What's he doing, Pete?
We'll get a time for you right now, Jim.
Tony getting around very, very quickly. All by himself. As he's actually getting around so fast that the cars behind him are stretching out the pack.
13.15.
13.15. Whoop. That's motivating. That is motivating in a heat. Looks like tonight may be one of those nights where if you're fast and can handle, you're going to get something done.
Yeah.
That's the halfway mark.
Very fast night. 91.25 he's running. 91.25 miles per hour.
And that's making 4 left turns. That's making 4 left turns. That's getting around in pretty good shape. George Rigo is driving a wide track. He has the right to do that, as long as nobody's alongside of him. And he's proven to be a very, very hard man to get by. Coming out of the turns a little high. Randy Burr can't get by him on the inside. Dave Blanchard can't get by him on the outside. And the 5 car of Jimmy Wilkins prefers to just sit and wait. However, a fellow that never likes to sit and wait is coming right along in there, and that's the 11 of Vinny Anarumo.
Well, this is the biggest gap I've seen over a field yet. 2.22 seconds. The magic numbers. Synchronous numbers for Tony Dias. 2.22 for the 22 car.
And we know they can all do better as they would get up closer to him, but they can't get by the 64 Rigo. George Rigo effectively blocking the whole lane.
Showing the same driving tactics he had last week. Really defensive driving.
There goes Vinny up by Randy Burr. Vinny in the 11th, up by Randy Burr, but I don't think there's enough time left in this heat for Vinny to other than qualify the automobile. I don't think he'd ever come up close to the 22 of Dias, with 2 laps remaining.
Wow, Tony Dias' car sounds tremendous as it whips down the main straightaway.
Right now, the 18 car of Tex Barry wants to get by Burr. The 18 and the 44 will be battling it out for that last qualifying spot, as Jimmy Wilkins hasn't quite gotten by. All right, Tex Barry's up alongside now. The race between the 18 and the 44 for qualification. Coming out of the turn, the 18 pouring it on. The red number 18 trying to get by Burr, and he does. The 18 gets by Burr at the last second. And
Brings us from Brockton, the number 48 car, Herb Wright. That's your lineup for the Sportsman Consolation here at Seekonk Speedway. A tremendous night of racing action. We've got the green flag drops, ladies and gentlemen. We're underway for our consolation. This is it. This is the last chance for these drivers to get into the feature event.
delivery, please. That was supposed to be even.
6 to qualify, Pete. You can guarantee that these guys do not want to go home without running the feature event.
Absolutely. They're going to be running hard, as you see they're doing right now. The 45 car coming around the outside, being challenged by the 21 and the 33. That 33 car is really running hard. Brian Malon trying to get as deep into the corners as he can. 21 holding him off. It's 33 and 16 fighting it out for third position. 16 and Robert Wright out of Brockton. Top 6 to qualify. Right now, as it stands, the number 53 car. Steve Taylor out of Wakefield is your final qualifier as it stands at this moment. Anything can happen, though.
Steve Taylor in that 53 is masterfully working that outside groove. He's picking off an automobile per lap just about.
And here he comes on the outside. Taylor really making his challenge, coming high. But not muscling his way past the 32 car, though. Really working it, really working the track, using every inch of the racetrack. And we lose the 18 car going into turn 2. We are under yellow, ladies and gentlemen, is the 18 car going into turn 2. Steve Ribby on a car.
He's in the street
division. Gets sideways.
He's in Mike's car.
We've got 5 laps complete, and he's got, it looks like two blown tires on that left side.
I don't know if he ran over some debris. I don't see any, Pete. That's quite unusual to have 2 tires blow like that at the same time.
Green flag drops, ladies and gentlemen. And again, the 45 car, making his way, going high, trying to be challenged on the inside, but the 33.
Oh, the 49.
We get sideways.
48.
Sideways. The 48 car just completely lost it. Herb Wright, I'm not sure what happened. Just completely lost it in the Rizzo 14 Rizzo back straight there.
It looked like he got loose, Pete, and overcorrected a couple of times.
Getting a little antsy. And we got a green flag. We've got it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 21 car really making his move now. That's what we were looking at happen last time around. And the 20 car is now blowing smoke out of that right rear quarter as we approach our halfway mark, and everyone is loose. Everyone is loose. The 16 car, Rob Wright, gets crazy. He gets hit. 23 car gets a lot of damage in that left front quarter. We're under yellow now.
6 laps complete, 6 laps.
With 6 laps complete, we are under yellow. This has been a free-for-all, ladies and gentlemen.
The number 32, Pete, looked like he tried to make it 3 wide where it wasn't possible.
It's tough to go high like that here. We're back underway, Ron.
Right away, they make it 3 wide at the line, Pete, down into turn 1. It's Kevin Knapp on the inside. Steve Taylor up the middle, squeezes down underneath that 96, takes over that position. What a fantastic move.
It really is. It's a 45 car now. Your current leader, Scott Estrella. Estrella really turning on the heat. Being challenged by the 33, Brian Mabon. Mabon really trying to make his move as the 21 car goes high. trying to find the apex of that turn, but can't quite do it. Avon is really fighting it out for that top slot here in consolation. These sportsman drivers are really hungry this season. The 21 and the 23 car. 23 coming down on the inside, looking for a little bit of room. Cannot find clean air as the 21 holds him out. Corey Woodrow is really hanging on to that third position, constantly being challenged. The 23 car gets a little slippery. Got a little bit of smoke coming off that. One lap to go in our consolation events in the sportsman division here at Seekonk Speedway. 21, 23, 53 in the center of the pack. The 23 car still blowing a little bit of smoke. We've got our checker flag. It's the 45 car of Scott Estrella. We hope it's sponsored by Estrella Farms, Cactus.
Body Glades Auto Parts, M&M Tire Company, Power Breakfast Restaurant, car number 17, Mike Brightman.
It's a mouthful.
The 80 is Sherry Squarido. The 80 is Cheryl Squarido with the car number 15, Pat Marino, and Neil Anderson from Wyoming, Rhode Island, in the J Motors Perillo Auto Sales Pazula Construction car number 10. Ray Pepin in car number 50, as he'll be starting way back in 26th position. Would you shut that downstairs door, please? They get that shouting and screaming down there, and we can't hear a thing.
Really makes for exciting racing action. And these guys turning laps between 60, 65 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think if you go down the road, I don't care what traffic you're in, you go down the road, you can usually see one of these four-cylinder type automobiles. Looking to the green flag right now, and here we go. And we get off. Turbochargers turboing and generators charging. Look out. I'm being good, I'm being good. And we got the 76. The 76, Sean Tetro. Sean, oh, hold it. Sean gets T-boned by Mike Lopez, and Sean and Mike, and bang! Sean gets it again, the 32. Then the 4. The 4 of Jerry Berthollet gets into it. The 4 of Jerry Berthollet. That's a fast automobile. This is Jerry's birthday today.
That's the way the Formula 4s dance here at Seekonk Speedway. We haven't got a yellow, though. They're out of the way.
Rush Harris is over there. They're trying to get him out, checking him in the 32. This was Jerry Berthollet's birthday, and that's not where he wanted to end up. In the 4 car. Who's the lead? 93 is your leader? Ah, goes the 88, one of the Casper cars. One of the Casper cars just came sliding through. There's the 88. That would be Kevin Casper. There's the 72
car out of the way.
He got a little bit of a flat tire. It's only flat at the bottom. As Casper with that 88 car, and he is motivating that 88 around this racetrack. He's being challenged by the 20 at the halfway mark. Stanley Sherman has got that 20 really motivating, and here comes the 02. The 02 of Ray Parent. That's that black 02 with the Dayglow, green Dayglow lettering. That is a fast automobile. I almost guess that's a Volkswagen.
You know, these guys are going around turns 3 and 4 deep. That's a pretty impressive trick at 65 miles an hour.
We got a Volkswagen Sirocco being chased by a Volkswagen Rabbit right now. The 88 is a Volkswagen Sirocco. The 02 is a Volkswagen Rabbit.
And we lose the 47 car coming out of turn 4. That's Dave Harris in the 47 car.
Stan Sherman in his Volkswagen Rabbit. Staying with them. Your leader is the 88. The 88, Kevin Casper, Flip Jr.
John Belmont, 47 car got sideways.
It's 2 to go, 2 to go. 2 to go. Your leader is in the 3rd turn now, car number 88. Car number 88, Casper, in the 3rd turn, getting a white flag. A white flag coming out for the 88 of Kevin Casper from Swansea. Kevin makes it through the traffic. Kevin Casper from Swansea. Coming down around. Into the 3rd turn for the win. Out of the 3rd turn. It is the 88 of Kevin Casper. 2nd spot is the 02. 3rd is the 20 automobile of Stanley Sherman. And after that, I don't know.
Kevin Casper came into this weekend in 7th place with 292 points.
He's another driver for J&R Precast. He's another truck driver for J&R Precast. Boy, that feature events.
Jim, that car at the start-finish line is for sale. What do you think? You and I start a team. You can drive.
Do they have any extra? Can I put in extra cubes for extra weight? You know, I weigh 275 here. What do you expect? Well, I want one of those pills. I'm going to lose some weight anyway. Not that much, though. Kevin Casper from Swansea, J&R Precast truck driver, sponsored by Complete Auto Body, L&L Auto Parts, and Sea Farm Kennels, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first of the Formula 4s. 14 wins so far in his lifetime. Chad Chase puts together the motors for them. Alan Burnett automobile. From Dartmouth in the 63 car, sponsored by Fairhaven Lumber and Quality Car Wash of Fairhaven, car number 63, Mike Butts. Car number 12 is Mike Penciotti from Seekonk. Mike Penciotti, starting in 6th position, is Mark Langlash from Pawtucket, the frame technician from DuPois Oil, Dumont Brothers Painting and Precision, Harley-Davidson. Car number 73, Mark Langley. Chris Dupont from Tiverton. In car number 94, Consumer Auto Supply, Tiverton Auto Body, Sanford & Son Auto Parts. Starting in 7th spot, it's the 5 of Tommy Furtado from North Dighton. It's a happy 24th birthday to Tom Furtado today. Tommy Furtado, the driver of car number 5, 24 years old today. Jesse Manchester from car number 43 from Westport, sponsored by Junior's Auto Supply, Merrill Lynch, and Bayside Restaurant. Jesse Manchester, car number 43. Dana Sabry from Plymouth, the maintenance supervisor for the Courier in Stoughton, and sponsored by All Cape Auto Machine Shop, New England Video, car number 78. Dana Sabry, Buck Rogers. William Flint from Massonin in car number 13, driving Brian Ferreras, car number 13, William Flint. The 07, Steve Whitehead from New Bedford. Whitey is sponsored by Picture Perfect Lawn Care and Dupre Construction. Starting in 13th position from Massonin is Kevin Runjo, Michelle Leschades' automobile. Car number 25. Pat McCroyan from Berkeley in car number 65, sponsored by PJ's Tire, Alice's Restaurant, and C&D Auto Repairs. Car number 65, Pat McCroyan. Ray Lovelace III, car number 62, starting in 15th. 16th is another Casper, Ken Casper from Somerset, car number 28, sponsored by Shady Tree Auto Sales, L&L Auto Parts, and Paquettes.
We'll be back underway at Fenway. And we are underway here at Seekonk Speedway. We've got the green for our second Formula 4 feature. This is real cowboy racing. These guys are just flat out
Cowboy racing.
Get it up! 3-4 deep, and we've got the 0 car in the infield now.
Yippee! Yippee! Okay!
Need more comedy.
0 car, back underway again.
Oh, 12 around backwards. 12 is backwards.
12 is backwards. We'll see.
25 is backwards.
Well, everything it turns into a mess. I think we're going to go under yellow now on that one. The 0-1 gets crazy going over the main.
Here we go. No yellow. No yellow.
No yellow. We're still on the green, ladies and gentlemen. As the 0-1 is about to lap the field, that's Billy Jalbert now out of Westport in that 0-1 car. A Ford Pinto. At one time, a very dominant automobile here in racing, especially at Seekonk Speedway. Modified, a lot of Pintos.
There's 82 coming.
Trying to get a passing flag on that 12 car as we get around. 21, they all get bunched up going on the inside. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th position is the 21, the 73, and the 13.
They're all getting bunched up because that 82 of Blanchette is bombing on through. That 82 started way in the back, and he is out there and is running.
We're at our halfway mark. Bobby Blanchette out of Rumford is really moving through the pack. He's doing a tremendous job.
He's passed 22 cars.
Started in 24th position.
Here he goes in the lead.
And Blanchette takes the lead as the 06 car gets into a tangle in turn 3. Blanchette's got the lead. He's starting in 24th position, and now the 81 is coming down on the inside, trying to muscle his way.
That's Dave Glanville.
And there's Blanchette in its Volkswagen. It's Benz-powered, Benz-sponsored Volkswagen.
Anvil trying to draw it up to the 82 of Dave Blanchette, Bob Blanchette. Danville in the 81 with 2 laps to go.
And coming out of the Rizzo Team Ford backstrip, the 65 gets sideways, hits the 13. And the 82 car, Bobby Blanchett, is still doing a remarkable job.
They'll get the white this time, Pete. White to go, white to go. These first 2 cars, 82 and 81. White to go.
Blanchett's running a full 1.11 seconds ahead. He's really moving. He's using a lot of track.
82. There's your winner, the 82.
The checker flag drops. The 82 of Bobby Blanchett takes your Formula 4 second feature event here at Seekonk Speedway.
Where's the other one?
Oh, we've got some serious contact happening.
What a shot.
That's a real shame because that's going to be expensive. The 82 car is your winner, Bobby Blanchett, out of Rumford, Rhode Island. Engines by Ben, Seekonk Grand Prix, and Blanchett's Boutique brought him here. Driving an 85 Volkswagen Scirocco.
The other guy's moving too, that's good.
Who's the other one?
19.
19? One of the Duffys, the 19 car in the 01.
Point standings with 336, which is roughly about 26 points out of first place. He's in a good position.
We have the Ruby Tuesday is located in the Swansea Mall. It'll be our place to meet each Wednesday evening. Guests and host Len Ellis will cheer their feature winners and watch the winning videos of Johnny Mercury's. That's each Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Ruby Tuesdays in the Swansea Mall. Good food, racing videos, and racing people. Watch for the New England Tech VIP Speedway's pace car. Watch for this car throughout the...
Paul LaPlante out of Lincoln. 4 rows back, inside, Seekonk Mass resident, number 87 for Mike Cavallero. This time around, the 99 of Wayne Dion brings the field down, jumps right out in front of the 37. Randy Burr working that bottom groove underneath the 37, but the 37 outpowers him down the backstretch.
Definitely show the winner.
Ricky Martin going into the turn so high, the bottom of that automobile is scraping onto the track.
Driving tremendously tonight. 04 is pitted. Nordbeck is pitted. We'll see if we can get him back out at all.
Ricky Martin looking to the outside of the 44 machine and down into turn 1. He takes that position. The 37 gets it up high, blocks the way for Martin. Martin boots it down the backstretch, dives into turn 3. It's still a side-by-side battle for that 3rd spot. And at the line is Randy Burr still holding off the Radical one.
That 99 car is really tearing things up.
No way we can get to that.
He's turning laps right now of 13.32.
Unbelievable. 13.32 for the 99. Copperfield's Lounge number 99. The beautiful yellow machine way out front.
And only.
The battle right now is for that 2nd spot. These competitors are wheel to wheel, side to side, down into turn 3. Who's going to get that 2nd spot? Bob Stocker looks to the bottom, but backs out wisely.
Yeah, it's 91 miles an hour that these guys are going side by side. 3 deep into the turns at 91 miles an hour.
Martin in the 66, the 94 car in the 66 made contact going into turn 1. Martin backs out, lets the 66 straighten out. Once again, Martin looks to the bottom, but can't quite pull it off. Let's see this time down the backstretch. It's Martin at the bottom. Not this time.
3.2 seconds between your leader and the rest of the field. That's for 6.
The battle is for the 6th and final qualifying spot between the 46 and the 87. The 46 jumps right out, grabs that spot as the 87 gets loose. Heading pit side is the number 17 of Steve Gustafson. Some sort of a mechanical problem throws him out of this consolation event.
He's out for the evening.
It's Jeff Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Thompson on the bubble.
He looks like he's got that qualification spot sort of with the 46 cars. The 94 gets a warning.
But the 87, he's trying as hard as he can. You can tell, but he just can't cut the mustard here tonight. He can't get up to that lead path. Randy Burr in the 44 doing an absolutely masterful job holding off veteran competitor Ricky Martin up alongside, down at turn 3. Martin takes over that second spot. The 66 gets a tap from the 37, gets you sideways. All competitors are able to keep going.
It's 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Martin is running very hard. It's unbelievable. These guys are really, really working. And again, your qualifying position, Ron, it's a 37 and the 87 fight it out.
37 got up alongside, but couldn't cut it down from turns 1 and 2, and at the line it will be the 37 in for that last and final qualifying position. At the line under the checkers was veteran camp.
Junior's Auto Supply and Classics Pizza sponsor the 99 car from Mansfield of Glenn Young. Glenn Young. Starting in 8th spot, the 9 car of Paul Vadess from Warwick, sponsored by Shanana, Subway Sandwich of Warwick and Family Transport. Starting in 9th spot is the 53 Steve Taylor, the 21 of Corey Boudreau, the 23 of Kevin Nab, the 32 of Billy Goodrow, and that's your lineup. I don't know why he had to keep going, why he couldn't stop and let me do it. It's a feature. As the 28 getting a little bit squirrely out there, this is your feature event for the Sportsman Division. Sportsman feature already. Guy Workman has the lead. Doug Moreau holding down that second spot. Tom Scully is third. It's got to be there someplace. It's a rocket. There we go. Guy Workman in that 80 automobile lead continues to bring them around as they are stuck in traffic. There is heavy traffic behind him. Guy is stretching it out as much as he can. He knows he's going to need it before this feature event gets much further in. Fast cars have still yet to break loose. Rob Murray finally gets the 08 broken out of it. The 43 of Ken Polo breaks out. Still some fast cars in the back half of the pack.
Look at the individual.
This was good. Yeah, why don't you see if it hit the mic and stuff. I don't know if it's around. If it isn't, don't bother. And the 80th, there goes the 19 of Doug Moreau as he keeps challenging. The 99 gets into the back of the 4.
Wow, that's a beautiful sight, Jim. See 25 cars like that.
Rear of the pack trying to inch forward. They're in traffic all the way, Pete. Traffic all the way.
I think I saw some smoke coming out of that 23 car. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he's puffing.
He's moving it now. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
He may have been getting grease on the wheels.
I think so. I think he was losing oil on the wheels there. He goes sideways going into turn 4.
Well, that's a tough break for the 23 automobile of Kevin Knapp from Foster, Rhode Island.
That drastically changes things.
There's the green. Doug Moreau again grabs the green, gets in front of Workman, and he's going for it again. As the 4 car of Ray Alexander Jr. on the outside. Moreau.
Well, the fight is on, Jim, for that 6th position. 99, 70, and 42 battling it out.
You can't get to the front if you don't get to the outside and move it. Look at this, 3 deep in the turn for that second spot as Scully is under him.
It's the 7, it's the 80. Really fighting it out. And the number 4 car of Alexander.
I'm Scully, threw it all the way. Said it's going to be now or never as he got under there and went for that second spot.
Yeah, Scully's just, he's been really consistent this season. When the 80 car gets sideways, he recovers, but it drops down a spot.
Here goes the 42. Bobby Leclerc is getting underneath the young car. Leclerc gets it around sideways in the Nantucket Gold, but he manages to hold on and take over third. But look at Murray coming bombing up to 1-8. Murray in that 08 car. And the 43 is moving. The 43 of Ken Kohler. He's there, the 28 is around backwards. The turn is all jammed up. Chad Chase almost got nailed. He gets through, but he's way in the back again. Chad Chase will end up way in the back again, and we get it through with this mess.
Fortunately, not a lot of damage on those automobiles.
15 down. All 24 cars at 15 down. The green is out. Leclerc gets underneath Scully. Lines up behind Moreau. Which way will Murray go? And Scully gets out there, gets a little bit squirrely. The 23 around backwards, and the same 3 cars in it again on the second turn. The same 3 cars in it again on the second turn.
That is unbelievable.
Todd Henshaw has no luck at all when it comes to luck, as he and Brian Maybaum and the 23 of Kevin Knapp seem to be going steady. As they just, no matter what they do, they keep getting around the
16 laps.
You know, someday somebody's going to invent a valve cover gasket that won't leak. Look for the green. There it is.
And there it is. 32 is going to get black flag. He's still got oil blowing out of that.
And Leclerc. Leclerc hangs on the outside of Moreau. Leclerc doesn't let Moreau carry him at all. There's the black.
That's it. The night's over for the number 32 car.
Leclerc gets around Moreau. So does Murray. Looking up the outside, the 43 in that outside row. Ken Kohler has got the 43 in motion. The 12 is in motion. Bobby Pellin. They're starting to get up in there now, one at a time.
We're in the 99 car, really battling out from that 5th and 6th position.
Well, they don't want to let that 12 get by, and they don't want the 43 to get by because both of them know that that car... Oh! Hang on! Young is reaching for the glove compartment as they're hitting him with everything except the towel.
They're really running.
Now Murray gets by Moreau.
That's where the race is, right in the center of that pack. The traffic is thick.
That Moreau still hangs in there. Murray is not quite able to close the door completely on that 19 car, as Murray is a little bit wider than one row out. So Moreau is keeping the pace up there.
42 is our leader.
Your leader is Bobby Leclerc. And number 42.
He's running 14.1.
And the 23 and the 53 are tangled up on the turn, the yellow. This time we can't blame the 28 because he wasn't there. But we have the 23 and the 53 sitting at one end of the racetrack.
Well, Jim, the 42 car was running
3 laps. And right now Leclerc is holding on. Murray is staying right on the outside. Murray is staying with Leclerc. Coming into the turn, white flag one more time around. It's Murray and Leclerc.
He's running hard, Jim.
Murray and Leclerc. Murray a little squirrely into that turn. Leclerc has him coming out of the turn. Into the third, into the fourth. This is it for the finish. It's Bobby Leclerc. Bobby Leclerc and Rob Murray finishing in second. And a great job by Doug Moreau in that red number 19. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that gentleman from Masonic as he...
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Bobby Leclerc in the 42 car with the checker flag. Let's give him a round of applause.
Give them away now? Okay. As soon as we get through with this.
Have you sit where I'm sitting. Come over here.
Okay.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Happening
can't buy that song.
Speaking of that,
You want them?
I can't buy that song. It's nice.
Hey guys, let's go.
Boulevard Boys Club passes to play pool at the Tucker Island. Bo James Restaurant, property and two of those. Rocky Point, 2 all-day passes. 4 tickets on the ferry to Rock Island.
well, they did a excellent night when you get in and pick up paid program.
Hey, look up there, everybody. Get everybody in there.
Right up the road. You ski down and put the sign. Right to the sign.
Nice one, Buzz. I got it, Bobby. Yeah.
Candy to me. And Johnny. And incredibly worked by the hour. But they good looking donuts.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our very own Ron Cornell singing the national anthem on our independence.
And now it'll be just what they call hot laps. Hot laps. I always take good care of all. I always take good care of everybody. I always say those things. The green is out and we're racing for all the marbles. Rick Anito and George Rigo, side by side. Johnny Tripp is right up in there. He's helping Anito through the turns.
Rigo's really running hot. That 64 car is moving. He's making some good time. 13.52 in that lap.
That lap, that pace will pick up even more as we break free. It's Hanito, Tripp and Rigo, Dias and Ellis with Ray Lee. They're holding down the pack right in front.
That is truly a beautiful sight.
If you can't get by them, you can't get up to the front.
And the gap right now is right around the number 18 car, Mercury Jr.
Johnny Tripp wants to break out, and he does. As the 900 of Caparco gets pushed out of the field, back going again. Johnny Tripp breaks out. Tripp breaks out, he pulls up alongside of Hanito.
Caparco dropped down like he has starter box problems. We're trying to find out what's going on with that. Oh, and we hit the wall. Just scraping the wall. It looked like the number 74 car brushed up against the side.
Dave Blanchard.
Quite a light show.
Dave Blanchard. As Johnny Tripp and Rick Hanito continue in a wheel-to-wheel battle for the lead. Dias inches away from Hanito's back bumper.
And that 74 car is limping its way out of the Rizzo Ford backstretch. He's going to pit.
That's the other one. There was two of these. You need this and that?
No. I got one that isn't written.
That Boston Chicken car is making great time. The 22 car.
Nobody can move as they cannot get behind Hanito and Tripp. Hanito and Tripp effectively tying up the entire project. We'll see how they're going to break it up. Tripp gets a little bit wide coming out of that turn. He broke loose and got it back under control again.
This is tremendous racing.
As they're watching Rigo. They're watching Rigo.
And the 64 car gets a warning, Jim. Rigo gets a warning on that.
23 got a little bit squirrely that time, Steve Channing. It's still lap after lap after lap, and nothing has changed. Halfway mark, halfway mark. Johnny Tripp and Rick Hanito. They know if they can stay there, right where they are, one of them could win this feature event. But you must stay side by side. You can't get eager.
And there goes Tripp, Jim. The number 40 car is inching his way out. And Rigo close behind.
I don't think Johnny wants to close it. I think he knows he's pretty good shape if he stays where he is.
This is an amazing event.
We're over halfway there.
18 laps without a yellow.
Can you imagine the frustration from the back of the pack as you can't move? As the 48 and the 18 get tangled up, and the 48 ends up locking everything up and skidding to a stop, but not hitting the wall. But he did lose the front end, the tire. 20 laps complete.
20 laps without a yellow, Jim.
And the
tires back up to racing temperature. So we've got the green, Jim.
We've got the green, and Tripp gets a distinct advantage over Hanito. I don't think he wanted that to be that much of an advantage. And Tripp is now going to try to run away with it if he can. He knows he's got a limited number of laps ahead of him. And if he can keep those fast back runners behind him. Look at Rick Martin, 4 deep! Rick Martin, 4 deep!
Oh, yes.
Whoa! As the 88 goes for a ride.
Yeah. When you see them going into turn 4 out of the Rizzo Ford backstretch, 4 deep, going 90 to 92 miles an hour, it just cannot happen.
Each and every week, that's the way it works. This time, Hanito stayed with Johnny Tripp, the senior. Now Dias is on the outside of the 24. But he cannot capitalize on it yet. He has not built the momentum.
I really think that Rigo, who is dropping back now, is still poised because he has the power. He's really got a lot of muscle under that.
Right now, the 11 would love to get out there and challenge. Get up alongside of the 22 automobile. It's Johnny Tripp, Rick Hanito, Tony Dias, George Rigo, Money Ellis.
Dias is running hard in that beautiful number 22 Boston Chicken car.
Rigo is pacing him and is actually staying ahead of him.
He's doing a tremendous job. It's going to be a lot of work trying to get around George
under the 22. As Rigo appears, either the outside row is going slower or the inside row is going faster. I don't know. Of course, Johnny Tripp is using every trick in the book to stay ahead. He'll slow down and speed up, anything that he can do to throw off his pursuers.
Little tap to the 24.
5 to go, 5 to go.
He's tapping him. He's going to spin him out.
That was a 13.36 lap for our current leader right now, Jim.
4 laps remain for Johnny Tripp, Rick Hanito, George Rigo. Rigo trying to get under Hanito. Rigo is trying to get under him. Rigo again gets under him. Remember, Rigo was in that position at the lead. Rigo regains his second spot.
This is really a slow pace they're running. You're running at about 89 miles per hour.
2 to go. 2 more to go. It'll be a white flag. There was a bad accident. A bad one in the second turn. All we saw was the 94 was airborne. The 94 was airborne up on top of somebody, and as Hooley is involved in the one car, who else is out there? It looks like something. He'll be getting the white this time. Tripp comes out, picks up the white. Lenny Ellis, seeing a high finish, gives it everything he's got, builds momentum. Lenny Ellis looks like he's going to go for a second coming out of the turn. The 41 of Lenny Ellis is a little bit ahead. Johnny Tripp wins it. Lenny Ellis second.
Tremendous finish, Jim. Just tremendous. We'll have to get an official.
Number 40, driven by J. Tripp & Sons Trucking Corporation President, Mr. John Tripp from Westport. Sponsored by Val Parts, Poor Bob's Garage. Billy Manchester and Ronnie Pond are the engine builders. Chassis builder, of course, is Ronnie Pond. Most of it is Ronnie Pond. It's a 93.
John, that was a fantastic. You went to the front. We're very proud of you here at Seekonk Speedway. Congratulations. Thank you.
Alone, Johnny. Alone.
This is special.
Johnny Tripp.
And my car. Let her hold the flag. Let her hold the flag. Oh, okay.
Johnny, you gonna take that?
He's taking it right now.
Let me get this, John?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, Chris. How long?
Got it?
Giving him one more lap around. It's Kara's job to hold him back. Now let's see what happens. And it's the green flag here in tonight's first feature event. And like I said, it's Kara's job. Kara does it down into turn 1. She beats him. And it goes 3 wide right off the bat. 3 wide. The 17 shifts up high, gets back down into the racing group. The number 24 car of Chris McGee gets sideways on the backstretch. way up high is the number 6 of Blias. Blias gets shifted back several positions, gets up that car down back into the racing groove.
Oh, and Karen Tolman makes contact there. You know, every week her car's got a little more paint on it. One more sponsor, so she's doing well.
That 17 car Pete goes way high, but it doesn't seem to be losing any positions. And way up high is the number 08. So contact is made between the 24 and the 63. And stopped on the racing surface, we have the 24 and the 31. They're in a precarious position. We'll have to dive in there and take the lead. Let's see what happens this time by. It'll be the green flag. Tony Olszewski gets the whole shot at the line, and it's Tony Olszewski leading the field now. Gene Weston dives to the bottom and is now looking underneath, but Rob Rotundo and the 00 seem to be hooked. They get undone and 3 wide for that second position.
He played it well. That number 7 car really played it well. He found the groove. He maintained the balance between staying up a little high just to keep the traffic away, but not too high. Keep everybody out from underneath.
And the 6 and the 19 get tangled up, and being the gentleman that he is, the number 6 backs out, lets the 19 go on. A fantastic show of sportsmanship by that number 6, Steve Place.
And watch the race go on between that 6 car in the 4th, 5th, and 6th position. On the 08 and the 63. Traffic is heavy right in that position. As they try to get around, Ron, we're almost at the halfway point.
And heavy contact is made. The 19 of Rob Rotundo smacks the bottom of the 17. The 17 spins all the way around, down out of harm's way. His back bumper will be hanging off. He will not be able to continue, and the caution comes out for the second time in the Street Stock feature here tonight.
And again, tremendous driving, great defensive driving for most of the pack to get around that 17 car the way they did. Sticking.
A slow pace, but it's the green flag, and Tony Olszewski gets the whole shot. Ken Spencer in that 63, working that outside groove, side by side for the lead. Down the backstretch they go. Ken Spencer puts the pedal to the metal, dives down into turn 3, and at the line, it's anybody's guess, and it's Tony Olszewski holding back the hard charging number 63.
38 car in the 05 are definitely doing a dance. 38's been giving it everything he's got to stay in line, but he can't. Now the 05 gets loose, Ron. It's a free-for-all in the middle of the pack.
Number 38 keeps tapping the bumper of Ed Plant in that 05. I just want to let you know I'm there, that's all. Okay, the battle is starting to develop for the second spot as the number 6 looks to the bottom of the 63, and down into turn 1, the 6 uses that bottom groove to his advantage, and it's still the 63 with that second spot, but the 6 has better ideas. Down through turns 3 and 4, a little bit of contact, the 63, and it's 3 wide. 3 wide. Roger Sisson sees the bottom open, takes advantage, takes that second spot with a fantastic move.
What a beautiful sound that is as they roar by us. And that 7 car of Olszewski right now turning a 15.9-second lap.
We have the number 49 with a front bumper precariously hanging off the front of that automobile. Let's see if it maintains on to the automobile, and it does. Down the backstretch he goes, way in the rear, got that bumper hanging off. 2 to go. 2 to go.
They're running at 75.82 miles per hour. As we lose the 31 car, he's out of the field.
One more lap, and the 69 of Roger Sisson hunts the 7 of Tony Olszewski. Let's see if he can get it done. The 69 smoking out right rear, running it just as hard as he can. 2 more turns to go, and the 69 is right on the back bumper, but at the line, it is the number 7 out of Tiverton, Rhode Island. CAD Construction, Moyers Works, Hoses, and Sanford & Son Auto Parts sponsored number 7 for Tony Olszewski. What a fantastic run. That is a 70.
There's your feature winner, the number 7 car, Tony Olszewski.
Dzień dobry, dobry wieczór. Dzień dobry, Tony.
Can I have the card?
Scotty LaBelle from Taunton in car number 80. He'll be bringing him around. Jerry comes to us from Pawtucket, car number 71, Lindbergh Auto Body Enterprise Rent-A-Car, M&S Race Car Supply. Paul Jakes from Warwick in the Primerica Financial Celebration Ice Cream, Carl's East Coast Speed, car number 37. Paul Melberg from Mansfield, the Juniors Auto Supply, Minuteman Ford Trucks, Ed's Auto Body, sponsored number 03, Paul Melberg. Scott Fanning from Smithfield in the 98 car, sponsored by Cars Auto Shop Hyper Performance in North Providence Auto Salvage. Ken Morissette in the 11. Ken's the Coles Express truck driver from Warwick, driving Deborah Zaj's car number 11, Palmer Springs Power Up Lubricants, Juniors Auto Supply, car number 11. Pete Rhoda from New Bedford in the Rhoda Auto Sales, car number 41. Diane Baker owns the car. Dave Radcliffe from Warren in the 84 automobile, Cutler Construction, Jack's Auto Salvage, Modern Grinding Technology. Matt Dewey from Rehoboth in the 02. Old Venice Restaurant, Saturn of Seekonk CNA Trucking, sponsored 02 automobile. Names and everything, cripes.
Going to be the number 80 of Scott LaBelle, Pete, bringing the field down this time, and it's a green flag, and the 80 brings him down nice. Buddy, going to have a hard time holding on to that top position. Down the back stretch they go. Let's see who gets the lead at the line. Hey, and the number 33 gets completely into the 36, but all competitors managed to keep it going. A fantastic job of driving.
It really is, and as they go 4 deep into turn 2, there's no room and they end up in the infield, kicking up all the dirt.
An unbelievable battle at the front, folks. Unbelievable. Watch this as it unfolds before us.
And a tremendous pace, Ron.
86 gets the jump and takes the lead down into turn 3, and at the line for the first time, it will be the 86 for Mike Camara.
As it stands now, the street stocks have run the fastest above average pace over and above all the other divisions here. Seekonk Speedway.
Rich Napier in that 76. Started in 6, now battling for that second spot. Let's see if he can handle it. Up alongside of the 80, puts the pedal to the metal, down into
we're sideways, Ron. We're sideways.
Again, and gets nailed heavily by the number 65.
We are under yellow just before the crash, just before contact was made. The 41 car had gotten the black flag, and with 4 laps complete now, we've got the 65 car tangled up on the Rizzo Ford back straight, coming out of turn 2.
You can see just how hard he hit. He hit so hard immediately the EMTs started the ambulance. They're ready. Just waiting to see if they give him the call because he hit very, very hard.
And it's a green, Pete, and at the line, it's going to be the 86 getting the jump. Rich Napier has better ideas as he works that outside groove up alongside the 86. It is a torrid battle for the lead. Here comes Jeff Waterman at 120.
Guy Workman has lost it.
We got the 80 car.
He lost it all by himself.
Scott LaBelle. Originally a pole sitter, he's sideways, and now in the infield at turn 3, between turn 3 and 4. He's back underway.
Looked like he lost it all by himself, Pete, but there he goes.
Whoa. It's greasy over there.
Oh, what a fantastic job by that Everett's Auto Parts number 86. He had that thing totally sideways, and now he's got it completely spun around on turn 2. He tried to hold it down, but could not do it.
I know it.
Started in turn 4, ended in turn 2, facing traffic. Had a shot here tonight at the win.
I have it.
Looking for the green. We've got it. The green flag drops. We're back underway.
I have that trouble on a clean beach rolling road.
On the front stretch, we have Steve Gardner right out in the T&M Exteriors machine, right out in front of everybody. Everybody makes it by. Steve is sitting in a treacherous position, but gets her going.
He's got it back underway. Gardner out of Warwick, really driving aggressively, getting it back underway. And it looks like we lost the 66 car.
He's down in the racing group, Pete. Let's see if everybody can get by. That 66 machine is in the racing group. And the leaders just make it by. but Jeff Waterman jumps into the lead, down into turn 1. It's Jeff Waterman in that 120 machine. Joe Cadero coming back at him at the bottom.
Unfortunate incident with that 66 car. He's back underway now. Man, he really changed the pace of things coming over the front straight. And we have a black flag.
71 is dragging something, that's
Number
what it's
71
for.
of Jerry D. Gaspari is dragging something along the track surface. He's been black flagged. He has to be showing the black flag 3 times. He better adhere to it. This will be the second time around for the black flag.
He's got his whole front end dragging, it looks like, Ron.
Yeah, if that breaks loose, it'll go underneath his front wheels, so he'll lose
He's got his
control.
front cowl dragging, and as Jim just mentioned, if that breaks loose, that's going to get up underneath the undercarriage and the wheels. Cause a lot of problems, not only for him, but his subsequent track. And there's his third black flag as he makes it around.
He sees it, he's getting up out of the racing room now, he's letting the guys go by. And meanwhile, out front in a torrid pace is the 120 of Jeff Waterman. Gary Gaspari gets up out of the racing room, lets everybody by. He's going to have to go to the pits after 3 times. He will not be scored.
2 to go.
2 laps to read.
2 to go for Jeff Waterman, 2 to go.
Does he have 2 wins already?
I don't know.
At least.
1 more lap around for Jeff Waterman. Jeff Waterman starting the 9th position, took the lead with just a couple of laps to go. Way out in front now with a healthy lead at 120.
Watch that race for 3rd position. That race for 3rd position is hot and heavy.
And at the line it will be Jeff Waterman taking down, I believe to be his 3rd win of the season. Joe Cadero was in 3rd, Rich Napier in 4th, and James Lawrence rounding out the top 4.
That was a good comeback for Napier, considering he was penalized 2 positions.
And it gives us our last chance to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, to be here tomorrow to get your early, get your best seats, bring your blankets to cover.
Or what? No, you got to get right back of that side.
Right back of it?
Yeah. This is what they...
Like that's good.
You got it.
I got with my girl coming here too. I want one with my girl, all right? Good job. What?
What happened for a second?
Try to tell Doug to come.
How you doing?
Hey!
You got it? Right? Okay, just Kevin.
And a sign.
Well, we'll wait because I've got to get it on that black and white.
Hold him.
Hold it right there, please. Thank you. Hold it 1 second.
What's up, buddy? Look over here.
Do me a favor. Take this and just get this here.
Hey, John, is there like need?
Drive along. I don't want the driver alone.
Three. Coming tomorrow?
That's right, 3.
Them fingers rough. Hey, go ahead, go ahead. Come on, boy, right here. Come on, right here.
God, I feel like there's a million pictures going off.
Okay.
Thanks, Dad.
We get to take this home now?